Coming at you here with a new video update of Texas. Some of the things that we're hearing and coming in on the back channels is that these hotels in Texas have been kicking people out that were there for just a few days on business trips, and the hotels lost power and they lost the ability to heat their water, so they legally could not have people there at their hotels, and they were kicking people out. They tried to find them places, but there was nowhere to go. There's no other places for them to send them to, and they were kicking people out on the streets that had nowhere else to go. They could pay for the room and everything, but they had nowhere to go. All the flights were canceled. All the Ubers and taxis were not available. There was no place for them to get food. All the gas stations and stores and grocery stores have been closed, along with like McDonald's and stuff. Those were not open. There's very few gas stations open, and the ones that were open had lines all the way outside the parking lot, all the way down the street, all the way to like the stop and the next stoplight down, half mile long lines to get in these gas stations that were running on generator power. And they were going in and buying up anything and everything that they could eat. Packaged donuts, bags of chips, cans of ravioli. Some gas stations carry that. And they were just going in there to buy what they could to eat and get water to drink. I mean, it's been pretty bad in Texas. And just like my last video stated, this was expected, and so far there's been like 16 people dead in one location just from freezing to death because they didn't have the ability to heat their house. So these are the things that are going on, and it's only going to get worse. And the power company said these blackouts are going to continue throughout this storm. So this is what I was talking about. This is what I was expecting. We're going into day 2, coming into day 3 now. And some people have been out of power since Friday. So it's only going to get worse. And these sub-zero temperatures are only going to continue until Friday in parts of Texas. So they're not going to get any relief. Even with the National Guard coming in, that takes time to set up these FEMA camps and stuff for people to go to. And of course, a lot of Texans aren't going to go to FEMA camps because we all have a fear of FEMA camps. So especially with the COVID thing going on, are they going to force people to go have COVID vaccines before they come into the FEMA camps? Are they going to force people to have tests before they give them supplies or food? And they're going to force them to have masks on and stand 6 feet apart, and it's just going to be a cluster freak there. But this is exactly what I was talking about just 24 hours ago, and we're going to see a lot more dead and a lot more people going hungry. Of course, you can survive up to 3 weeks or so without food, but it's a lot harder to keep your body warm if you're not eating, and you're going to become hypothermic very quickly from not eating. So these people need to get nutrition in their body in order to just keep body heat, even if they're staying in their cars or their vehicles or the smallest room in the house. Putting up a tent inside the house, or taking plastic or a tarp and tarping off one room in the house, just trying to keep that one room heated with your body heat and out of the elements. And right now I'm sweating in here just being in my cabin, because my fireplace in my cabin, I'm completely off the grid, and in my cabin here it's like 89 degrees, so it's 0 outside, so that tells you something. People had to prepare, but all these people that are on the business trips, they can't be prepared. They're just sitting in hotel rooms, and they get kicked out on the street. What are they supposed to do? Well, a lot of them's freezing in the street. So just try to find shelter, try to stay warm, try to get some food in your body to build up that metabolism and that heat internally, and try to just push through. Try to get out of Texas, or get somewhere warm. Whether you gotta hike out, find you some sort of transportation to get out, just hitchhike or whatever, get out of there. Go somewhere warm where you can get a flight out or something to somewhere that's available for flights. But you know, my heart goes out to Texas and everybody down there. Hopefully, you know, not a whole lot of people die, but I'm still saying, you know, we could see 10, 50,000 dead by the end of this week. I'll see you next time.